Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Washington Nationals. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jeremy Hellickson gets the ball for Washington in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, if you were getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately, in his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Standing in, Eduardo Nunez. He will lead this one off today. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row, nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
Swing and a liner, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Batting third, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Now to the plate, Mookie Betts. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Takes this the other way to right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right
here. In now is Adam Eaton, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Eaton, 5'8" tall, left-handed batter and thrower. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, Matt, I'm really excited to see what Ryan Zimmerman has in store. He hit 7 home runs last month. That's a legit power threat. When you start looking at that over the course of a long season, he's putting up some big numbers. This guy's got great power.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Under it is Bogaerts, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, Juan Soto. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He'll enter play at .313, 11 home runs, and 29 driven in. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Robles, the runner at first with 2 gone. Missed with a slider. Fouled away. Fly ball right down the line in left. Martinez on the run. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. And the run will score as the Nats are off to a 1-0 lead.
Wow, that error has got to really sting. Anytime a run scores because of an error, it eats at you, but especially when he comes around from first, he wasn't even in scoring position when the play started.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Looking at his career totals, Zimmerman is at least partially known for being a long ball threat, of course. In fact, he's standing on the doorstep of 300 career home runs as he hits here. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Benintendi is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital. The Nationals are out in front here, 2-0. stepping in, J.D. Martinez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit back up the middle. Bifo comes up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
The pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Moreland drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The three true outcomes: home or strikeout or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Dozier is there. And that ends the inning. Red Sox settling in now. Kurt Suzuki set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. The high fastball is in there. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock, every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Number 15, Justin Pedroia.
First pitch on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Suzuki on at first, nobody out. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And another foul ball. On the ground to the right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, talk about a rough one for this guy. Falls behind in the first inning and back-to-back singles here in the second. This could be a short night for this pitcher.
Yeah, they're passing the baton on the offensive side, putting it on this pitcher early.
Standing in now, Jeremy Hellickson. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit. And this will go down as a E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. So striding in, Victor Robles. He reached on a single in his first try. As a look, now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Dustin Pedroia. They always say the shortstop's the captain of the defense. Well, not on any team that Dustin Pedroia is playing. This guy's nose is in the dirt for 9 straight innings and seriously turns one of the best double plays I've ever seen.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit, and that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rendon. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way.
No, that's
missed with a breaking ball. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Into the box now, Juan Soto, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Ready with the 1 and 2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits, 1 Boston error, and 3 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Nationals on top, 3-0. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network from Nationals Park in D.C. Set to go now in the 3rd. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Hellickson, an Iowa native. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2005.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day.
Let's play ball. He's out.
Digging in now, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Eaton on the move, but this will land out there just foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles is right there, one down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Mookie Betts. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he's back in standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Soto sprinting after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Lays off 1-0. Nunez is off at first with 2 away. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The 1-1. Runners off for second. To 1-2 now. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. High in the air out to center field. Robles has a play. And the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. And here now is Wilmer Defoe, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Wilmer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that.
Play ball.
Ready once again, Victor Robles. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Martinez has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nationals gone in order, but they lead it 3-0. Digging.
Leading off for Boston, center fielder number 16, Andrew Benintendi.
Into the box now, Nate Eovaldi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Nate Eovaldi.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Coming in on it is Eaton, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hellickson pauses. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. On, he pops it up. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And there are 2 away now. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
In now, Eduardo Nunez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. Fouled off. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Dozier is calling for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They trail it here 3-0. In now is Adam Eaton.
Leading off for
First
Washington,
offering on its way.
right fielder, Adam
Takes a
Eaton.
fastball on the inside corner. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
In now is Anthony Rendon. And first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In the air now, out to left. Martinez has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3. Stepping in, Dustin
Leading off for Boston, second baseman, Justin Pedroia.
Play ball. Three.
Digging in once again, Ryan Zimmerman.
Leading
He's
off for the
working on a
Nationals.
1-for-2 game so
First
far.
baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Benintendi patrolling center makes the play. One out.
Now batting.
Standing in, Brian Dozier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pitch on the way. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul. Strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Brian Dozier becomes out number 2 this inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Popped him up. Moreland in foul ground. And he brings it in on the warning track. Nationals gone in order, but they're on top by a count of 3. Striding in for Boston, Mitch Moreland. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
A ball and a strike now. Curveball that time, not even close. No runs, 4 hits, and 2 Boston errors to this point in the contest. He pulls this one into right. Eaton is there, 2 down.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still down 3-0. Riding in once again, Wilmer Depot. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
0-2.
Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Pitcher, Jeremy Hellickson.
Striding into the box, Jeremy Hellickson. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Fastball called for strike two.
Nope.
1-2 to the Nationals pitcher.
1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
On its way is pitch number 75, and it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, you know AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Stepping in now, Victor Robles. And he'll take strike one on the inside corner. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Sliders in for a strike.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they lead it 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Vasquez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles is there. He's got it one away. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Jackie Bradley Jr. will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Shoots this one over to first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and he'll step on first to the out, 3 unassisted.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Eduardo Nunez. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Way out in front.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
And the changeup is way low that time. No runs, 4 hits, and 2 Boston errors to this point in the contest. Popped him up. Dozier shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Brandon Workman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And now for Washington, Adam Eaton. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a breaking ball. High and deep to right. Back goes Betts at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Digging in, Anthony Rendon. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. Martinez on the run, and they can't run it down. Set to deliver the 0-1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Fastball that just misses inside. Workman is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Juan Soto.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Juan Soto. Here comes the first pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Short, hit hard. Bogarts has it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They lead it 3-0. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
The windup and the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. To his left, Defoe. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Now the pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Robles is in pursuit. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Popped him up. Dozier has a play. Next to play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
2-0 count, the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Betts at third with 2 away. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And a big pitch coming here late, so they'll step out and ask for time. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Washington Nationals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jeremy Hellickson earns win number 4 on the season. Nate Eovaldi is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned.